For serious YouTubers, save time and money with TubeBuddy, the premier tool used at geekoutdoors.com. Get more done today by checking out the affiliate link in the description area below.
Girls Talk, back again, still fancy, still geeky, sort of talking, all entertainment. And we are here today in the Arkadia, the Retro Arkadia. So basically it's just like a really cool retro arcade. You pay $5, all you can play.
Yeah. Machines are really well kept up, and I mean, look, you got kids of all ages, kids who weren't even born whenever half this stuff came out.
And machines are timeless.
Yeah.
And if you remember, me and my other brother, we actually came to Arkadia a long time ago. We did an episode then, and so we're now back with our other brother for this episode. And so we are going to go play a ton of games. And they have, what, about 100 and something?
Probably close to 100 cabinets, yeah.
Wow.
100 well-maintained cabinets at that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Buttons are still super good, all those are
Like,
good.
you can tell the owner, Shay, like he's got so much passion for this place, and like this is like a labor of love for him.
Yes, absolutely. On the last one, we actually interviewed him. He really loves gaming. He loves the community here. And where is it exactly? For people who don't know.
Yeah, Fayetteville, Arkansas, hidden gem in the Midwest.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, what a thought. And so what are some of your favorite games here? You like playing?
See, I'm always a big Tetris fan. I just love Tetris. That's just me, you know. They have like a lot of classics. They have a lot of really good beat 'em ups. They have like X-Men beat 'em up. I thought that
Battletoads over there?
the Turtles Time game.
Yeah.
I think that AVP.
Oh man.
But yeah, some pretty good beat 'em ups. Those are always fun.
There's also Karate Champion.
That's pretty fun
You guys
too.
remember that from Bloodsport?
Yeah.
Yeah, Karate Champ. Yeah.
And then they got Ghosts and Ghouls over there too. Or it might be
Ghosts and Goblins. Yeah, Ghosts and Goblins. So yeah.
They make a few of those.
Yeah, and I myself, I love pretty much all of them because these are the games that I grew up with in the arcades, in the laundromats, restaurants, anywhere. So we're gonna go ahead and go play some games, and so we'll see you here pretty soon. We're gonna go play. Yeah, Double Dragon 2, Mission 2 right here. Punching people, kicking them in the face. Oh,
Damn, that's rough.
down. Double Dragon 2 is pretty good, but I like the original better. Just love Double Dragon. All right, less talking and more ass kicking.
Did I get him?
Oh yeah, we just beat the last boss, passed Double Dragon 2. I've never passed Double Dragon 2 before, so the end. We got Sinstar and Gorf. Basically Space Invaders. And then Sinstar, made by Williams? Okay. I can't remember. A lot of shooters, kind of like asteroids on steroids, it seems. And then here, Robotron 2084. When was it made? 1982. How's it doing there? Oh, yeah. Awesome cabinet. Gonna get on this Robotron. Try this out. And speaking of Ghosts and Goblins, got it right here. And this is actually the first one before Ghouls and Ghosts, made by Capcom. Super hard game, but it was just so much fun. So, do you still remember all the different levels on this game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember playing Ghouls and Ghosts first on the Sega Genesis before I actually played Ghosts and Goblins. You know what's funny is this one says Tato, but developed by Capcom. And then right here, we actually have Time Soldiers. So this is one of the games very similar to Akari Warriors. If you can see a controller, you actually rotate the controller and it goes 360 degrees. So if you remember Akari Warriors, this is pretty much it. And this game was made by SNK. Wow, so definitely SNK was actually the original developer of Akari Warriors. So it makes sense for it to have this type of style of play. Check this out.
Yeah, we're in Rome.
they're actually, the reason why it's called time soldiers is they travel in time.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, who would have thought Roman laser guns? Graphics are pretty awesome. And 2 players on this is pretty crazy. And there's another SNK Classic Victory Road, which is basically Akari Warriors Part 3. And so, once again, same rotating controller setup, sweet game. And then here, this one, I've never played this one before. By Data East, called Gondomania. I've never played this. Let me go ahead and try this out. This one right here is another arcade classic, Darkstalkers by Capcom. And this is like the first time that Capcom, if I remember correctly, took the Street Fighter playstyle and then added elements of fantasy, okay? With all these creatures like werewolf, but he isn't called werewolf, and Dracula, vampires. So just awesome. It's a really fun game. And if I remember correctly, this used the same engine that was in X-Men versus Street Fighter as well. Great game. All the sequels, I enjoyed them all. And then we also got here another Capcom classic, UN Squadron. It's an awesome shooter. Silkworm, Tiger Heli, 1942. Lots of shooters. And this one right here, we looked at this the last time, Operation Wolf by Taito. This is awesome. This is the sequel, I think. It's Operation Thunderbolt. And I played this the last time I was here. Here we got a classic right here, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You can actually play 4 players on this as well. And they are just destroying. Oh, it says Rocksteady and Bebop right there. Check that out. Awesome game. And this one also used the same engine that for X-Men as well, which is another 4-player beat 'em up. And actually it's right there, X-Men by Konami. And right here we also have Sunset Riders, another Konami classic, 4 players, uses the same engine as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And here we got some really old classics from Konami, Track and Field. I remember playing this on Nintendo, but the arcade version was optionally more superior, of course, and man, mashing buttons. And this is one of the first fighting games I ever played, Karate Champ by Data East. Basically, what Street Fighter, the evolution of Street Fighter came from this. Look at that. That is definitely Ken and Ryu right there. And more Capcom classics, Capcom Bowling, Arch Rivals, great basketball, arcade basketball game, and then the classic basketball game, NBA Jam. And right here, we actually have some pinball machines. I'm not the biggest fan of pinball machines, but always a staple of every original retro arcade, and Space Jam, infamous movie that actually became a pinball machine game. And here, we had a sequel of sorts to the original Galaga 88. And right here we have actually a table-style arcade game. This is pretty popular back then. I remember playing Miss Pac-Man on this. So you just sit down right there. It's a table with an arcade built in, and this is a classic, Popeye, the arcade game. Very similar to Mario Brothers. Game right here, Mr. Dog. Kind of like, let's say Dig Dug? Yeah, I think it is. Might be the sequel to Dig Dug, yeah. So this is a old game. I remember the original Dig Dug, and I'm pretty sure this is the sequel to it. So you basically dig down underground, but I can't remember what the objective was. So you're getting all these cherries and stuff. And there's also another, I guess this is a sequel, Mr. Doe's Wild Ride, right here. And what's this one? I don't remember playing this one. Doe Run Run? That might have been the original, who knows? Died, game over. Darkstalkers action. That's my favorite character, Dimitri, vampire. Felicia, she is cheap. Kind of reminds me of Blanca in a way. It's a lot faster. Who's gonna win this battle? Jungle King. What is this? Ooh, it's Tarzan. Ooh, never played this one. One of my favorite Sega Genesis games of all time, Golden Axe, the original. It's a sweet game. I enjoyed Golden Axe so much, and when I bought up my Sega Genesis, wow, it's actually amazing how close the Genesis was able to get to the actual arcade machine. Just a sweet, sweet game. Then we also have Magic Sword by Capcom. This was a fun game. And it's amazing that we're able to combine RPG elements with action on a game, you know, like back then, you know, it's a sweet game. So you could actually level up, and like that, you could buy different items as well, as you can see there. It's a really fun game. And here we have Crow, based upon the 1980s sci-fi classic of the same name. And the game itself, it reminded me, I don't know, like maybe like Tron, or maybe not like Tron. Let me see if I remember how to play this. Oh yeah, it's a little weird. So, pick up all the items. Not my most favorite game, I'm not gonna lie. You gotta pick up all these items without dying from all the objects that's covered. Oh, Crow. That's the whole point of the game. You get to use your Crow blade weapon, I guess, later on. Oh, that's it. Oh, that's it. Oh man, look at this. Sega's Afterburner. A real gem of a game. Classic by any means. Check that out. Speed up, speed down. Shoot guns and lock on with your missile and barrel roll. If I could do it. Oh, check that out. That is some Afterburner action right there. Whoa. Yep. Time to burn. What do we have right here? It's burger time.
Burger time.
Basically Mario Brothers with burgers.
How about that? Oh no. If they're coming at you, use your peppers.
So your whole goal is to actually build a burger. Burgers. Thank you, Yu Suzuki, for bringing us burgers. First Laserdisc game ever, Dragon's Lair. And then, not an actual sequel, but the second Laserdisc game, Space Ace. Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and do Space Ace. Ultimate old school arcade game. Right there. Whoa. No quarters needed. X-Men. 4-player action. Look at this one. Got a dual screen setup. Awesome. Wolverine and Storm. Oh yeah. I love this cabinet. Before Wolverine became as popular as he is now, man, he was an X-Men arcade. Look at that. One of my top 10 favorite movies of all time, Tron. This game was simply amazing. Check this out, this cabinet. So basically you are using the disc from, I think it's the disc stage. So you remember from the Tron. Check that out. Oh, you can throw the disc in the arena. Man, this thing's awesome. Oh yeah, check that out. This would ricochet off the walls. There's your opponent in red. Oh, and then you are in blue. Whoa.
Unlock onto the power source. It should be the power generator.
Star Wars.
Thanks for checking out this episode. And as always, if you like these videos, be sure to click on the subscribe button. And for full written content, audio content, and additional geek stuff, head over to geekoutdoors.com, and I'll see you outdoors on the very next episode.